Well, back and better than ever, like we always do. CSC Challenger Series Division 2 here. William Stewart of USA Darts Productions, joined as always by Mr. Sean Green of To The Point Streaming. Sean, another fantastic evening ahead. What do you say?
Dude, you want to talk about a crazy matchup we got for you? Third place match tonight. These guys' averages are different by .02 MPR.
That's crazy. That's crazy, isn't it? Just .02.
I mean, if this is not 9 to 8, I will be shocked. One way or the other, like I'm fully expecting that. First of all, Chris Watson loves last leg deciders. I think he's played in 3 of them, won them all. If he's not doing that, he's winning 9-7. And that is definitely true because he has the most games and legs in the CSC Challenger Series, and I think that that's ever he is leading in that. I don't think he can be
Already,
beat.
already played 8 rounds, Mr. Chris Watson. That's some hefty numbers when your opponent's only played 5 rounds.
Yeah, he has 122 legs played versus 68.
That is insane numbers there. So he's definitely been through a ringer once or twice, like you said, a couple 9-8s. I know both these guys don't want to see that scoreline go 8-8 tonight for a last leg decider, but hoping for a little bit easier match than that are both these guys, but we wouldn't mind a thriller.
Oh, I think we're gonna get a thriller, buddy, and I don't think they're gonna want anything different. Chris kind of lives on adrenaline, I think, so that's gonna be awesome, bud. But tonight, the loser gets $1,000, automatically guaranteed. The winner has a chance at least they will at least walk away with $1,500. Um, Larry Keith, his road to this match, he defeated Mark Mears, Billy Meyer, Travis Wallace, and Jim Nolte before losing to Daryl Cortez in the King seat 9-6 to get to this point. He is out of Illinois, kind of on the Illinois-Indiana border. Chris Watson, road to this match. Listen to this. You saw I just rambled through Larry's. He defeated Chris Crawley before losing in week 2 to Daryl Cortez. Then the entire loser bracket, Terry Crews, Mark Mears, Cody Drager, Brent Baker, Corey Jensen, and then last week, Christopher Hunter, 9-7 victory. And Chris Hunter led the CSC Division 2 in NPR before that, and he still leads it in NPR. So he took out the guy with the highest NPR in Division 2
Well,
to get to
you
this point.
can't forget Cody Drager as
Yeah,
well. He had some impressive display in our last CSC Challenger Series, and he found his way out to Mr. Chris Watson, who's actually won 6 straight to get to this match here. So definitely exciting affair here ahead. I know I'm excited. We did say that .2. How about a 4.32 marks per round for Chris? 4.30 marks per round for Larry Keith. That's neck and neck.
yeah.
Neck and neck.
It really cannot get any closer over 170 legs played between the two of them, right? I mean, 180 legs played. Sorry, between the nope, 190 legs played between the two of them. Let's do the math right eventually. Um, I mean, how crazy is that? .02, 190 legs.
Like I always say, this is why Mr. Sean Green is an English teacher, not a math teacher. That's all right. That's
That's
okay.
why.
That's all
That's
right.
why. That's why I always say that too, buddy. Listen, tonight the storyline is going to be this: Larry is going to play consistent. He's going to be a consistent scorer. Um, he is pretty much right there, even with Chris in a couple of categories, like 5 marks, which is interesting considering he's played half the legs. So he's going to play very consistent night. Chris, on the other hand, is going to have scoring power at different moments. And if he has scoring power for 9 legs tonight, he'll come out victorious. But he's going to be a little bit more roller coaster esque. I think Larry's going to be a little bit more consistent across the board. Do you see that based on what you're seeing from the stats and everything?
I definitely could see that being the case here. Just kind of how the legs have went for these guys, and we kind of saw it in the last match with Ram and Rick, where Rick was that steady even teal, and we thought Ram was going to kind of get it going. He kind of had some lulls there for most of the match, which is unfortunate to see. But yeah, I think you're going to see the same thing from both these guys. It's going to be an exciting affair. I hope you guys are ready. Like somebody said to us in a previous chat, You don't need the whole seat. You just need the edge tonight, I tell you.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man, and I'm telling you, uh, let's look at possible thing to look at tonight, maybe a storyline to consider. Chris Watson only has 20 hat tricks in the CSC Challenger Series, and I know I say only 20. Um, he's played 122 legs, right, which is 27 more legs than the next nearest person in the CSC Challenger Series Division 2. Larry has 14 of them, so you would expect if they were on equal playing ground with as far as hat tricks go, Chris would be around that 30, 32 mark, and he's only at 20. So maybe he struggles to close out some legs tonight. We'll see.
See how it goes. Big triple with the first start for Larry. Let's see
Bullseye.
what he can do here.
Oh, he went for the
Oh,
trip 20. He stayed
stayed
there.
there. I think the bullseye is a smart move there. I think if you're starting second on this diddle, yeah, you definitely have the advantage. If your opponent throws a ton or something close to that, you can go down to that bull and hit that fat number, big 25, leave 105, and then you got the start.
That's why I thought he was doing that. But what do I know?
When we see the view here from bull shooters in Arizona, it's an active place. I got to tell you, plenty of boards, and we see plenty of shooters tuning in. Mike Redmond's tuning in as well, checking it out. I'm sure they got a lot of support here down at Bull Shooters from Mr. Chris Watson.
Yeah, this is gonna be good stuff, man. I'm telling you, good stuff coming tonight. Larry Keith got the start. You're seeing starts off only a 3 mark. A little bit early on, Chris might have a little bit of advantage. He gave it right back though, and then some.
Yeah, he did just a unfortunate start there, so he'll kind of sigh and walk back here.
Yeah, and you see, there goes Larry. Oh, there goes Larry. Still no points though. So you're saying there's a chance?
Give you a chance if he knocks out a few 18s here.
Yeah, if Chris settles early on, that's gonna do him well. I remember against Cody Drager, he fell behind early in that match, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, I probably just made that up.
Well, just 18 scored there for Chris. Now Larry points up, scores 60. Tries to go over the 18 and get the close. Just a single mark there. So room for Chris to kind of go to work here. There's what he needed. First start into the triple. There's a second. There we go. Now, does he take a chance? No, he stays right there for a.
Boom goes the dynamite, the first of many tonight as Chris Watson leads the CSC Challenger Series Division 2 with 50 of them. Of course, he's played a lot more legs than everyone else, but that's not important.
Not important at all. Not important. Yeah, when you've played, 8 rounds, this is your 9th round in this CSC Challenger Series. Yeah, I think you've had plenty of chances at some 7 marks, some 8 marks, some 9 marks, some white horses.
Yeah, again, one of those shocking stats, though, looking at everything, is that Chris and Larry are pretty close. Well, I say pretty close. They're still 28 a disadvantage for Larry, but 155 marks for Chris and 122 for Larry. And he's played half the games. So that's what I'm talking about here with like a little bit more consistency we're going to see out of Larry, I think. We'll see.
Well, I think the other factor that's going to be a big story point of this evening is from the interviews and talking with Larry and Chris. Larry seemed a lot more relaxed and more of like, all right, let's go to work mode. While Chris had a lot more built up excitement behind everything that he was leading up to here, as we see a great 8 mark from him. I think that you're going to notice the more explosiveness out of Chris because he has so much more energy. He's a lot more adrenaline running through him. I think Larry's just a lot more collected right now.
Well, look at this. Oh, they're matching big scores here, but I'm telling you, a lot of rounds over a 5.0 will be the winning score tonight.
Those that may be confused, or this is your first time tuning in, that was Nick DeShera there tuning in for a little tidbit, the guy behind the control booth, as we say.
Young buck.
Young buck Nick DeShera. Look
You
at
see a
that.
nice 6 mark. He's staying right there. It's just extending his average up a little bit. It's been trending up for a while now. But Larry's
Dad,
been doing the same thing.
Dad tuning in once again. Hey, Pops, how's it going? Thanks for checking in, as always.
Pops, love it. Good to see you as always. Heather with a boom goes the dynamite. A little shorthand there.
Love seeing it.
You, you know what? Are you shocked as I am by how many people like type that in the chat every week?
Not at all, as much as you say it. Just kidding. Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, the amount of love we see just through Facebook and through the comments. I mean, yeah, it's great to see, and just a lot of love for what we got going on here with the CSC Challenger Series, and it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes to the quality of matches we see with these players and who all is involved, as well as all the hard work in the background. I mean, it takes a lot to put on these streams, whether it be from the three of us or the hardworking ladies of the PPD. I think it takes
Yeah.
a lot, to do this stuff.
Man, let's be honest. You and I, even though we're kind of the faces of the CSE as far as like commentary team goes,
Easiest
we do
job.
the least amount of work. By
Easiest
far,
job.
least amount of work, hands down. We just get to sit here in our own houses, in the comfort of whatever we decide to set up with, and get to do this while these guys are working hard up there as your entertainment and behind the scenes. That whole
Goodness.
team working with us is crazy.
Wanted to mention this Twitch chat. Stopped in the other day and told you I was getting into darts. I'm from Wisconsin. Won my first DRT last week. First one I
Yeah.
entered too. That's from the real 12th man 7 on Twitch. We definitely love seeing that. Congrats.
That's awesome. Congratulations. And I'm glad that you're getting into darts now as the football season's going to start and you're without Russell Wilson. That's going to be tough for you, bud. Nick, we're talking about football now.
Is
I
this
haven't
the
done
one
that
with the
in a while.
goalies or no? Technically, yes.
There's a goal. Technically,
Nick,
goal is to win.
not the biggest football fanatic is Nick.
Waterboy, right? Is it Waterboy?
Yeah, there
reference?
you go. There you go.
Man, guys, look at this back and forth battle we've had. They're both above a 5. They've literally traded blows of who is in charge of the leg 3 different times. Larry in charge of it right now. We'll see if he can keep it. That trip 2 is a tough first start. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Good old LDC. Last start counts.
This is what the kind of action we're going to see this evening, I think. It's just back and forth, a grueling affair as we're already into 709, 625 here to start
Leg
off
number
in this
1.
in this first leg. This is what kind of affair we're
Look
seeing.
at
I
this.
think we're in for a barn burner.
He's stepping back for the 9. Can he get that step back 3 on the 17s?
Here we go. Can he do it? Let's see.
Oh, just high, but he threw a good dart, and he knows it too. He gave a little arm out to the side, but that was like, it was right there. I feel okay with that. Guys, we've been hyping up this match so much that we forgot to mention we're sponsored in the CSC Challenger Series by A to Z Darts.com. Did you guys know that there is a new Target product drop? Discover their latest products over at A to Z Darts.com, where you can browse the new Phil Taylor Power Series, brand new 8-flight titanium shafts, which I got to be honest with you, is going to get me to try 8-flight again. The new Tacoma Icon dart cases, and much more. Just click the Target banner found on the A to Z Darts.com homepage. That's A-Z Darts.com. We would also like to congratulate Seth Stefano on signing with Target Darts as their newest Target Elite player, which is a huge accomplishment for an American player to be recognized by one of the industry-leading barrel companies out there. He joins Danny Baggish and Danny Lobby Jr. as Americans sponsored by Target, and that's awesome to see.
We get Joey Lanah now in the mix as well, so that's good to see. Big shout out to him.
Love it. The real 12 man. I don't know if they do. They might.
Yeah, I think they do. I think I actually saw him today.
There you
They're
go.
like little fob-looking devices, I believe, right?
Boom goes the dynamite. You're absolutely right. Yeah, they're little fob-looking things. As we see a 9 mark, and look at that. Just when we thought he was out of the leg, Chris Watson gets the lead again. And Larry, unfortunately, unable to close the 15s on that last start. I think if he closes it there, there's a little bit more of a chance for him. But Chris goes straight at it here. What do you think? I challenged him with the hat
Go for the
tricks.
win. Go for the win. Go for
Maybe
the
he doesn't.
win.
Maybe he doesn't hit many hat tricks. He hits a double bull, single bull. There's the double bull. And that's a little single bull action to take out leg number 1 against the throw of 5.21 for Chris Watson to a 4.5 from Larry. And I'm telling you, Larry's going to stay right around that number. He might raise it a few games here, but Chris shoots above a 5 9 times. I think he wins 6 or 7 of those. We'll see what
Well,
happens.
me and Nick are doing the same thing at the same time. We both put the hot button in there. Good stuff, buddy.
Man, I didn't even think to do that. That's how much I'm working. All right, Larry gets a 4 mark to start off with. See if if Chris can capitalize on this. His scoring power has been phenomenal early, and it's staying there. He's staying there. Big 7 mark.
If Larry, yeah, look at that. Big trip 20 with that last dart.
Needed it.
Yeah, he certainly did, especially with Chris knock on the door 7 mark right now after that first round to the board.
Chris is he's starting out on fire. This is looking good for him early on. I think he needed to do this to kind of settle into it. The one thing that Chris will tell you, and he's humble as can be about it, he's just a guy who goes to the bar to throw darts. He's not, the big time sponsored CSC Challenger Series Division II player. And that's what I love a lot about him, is that he is humble as can be. He's new to this, and he's succeeding underneath all this pressure, really.
Yeah, and I think you're exactly right. He's there to just have some fun, play darts. I mean, you kind of see the atmosphere he's kind of in, and he'll mention in his interview that we got here coming your way after plows in a nice 7 mark here. He's got to take this one game at a time, and I think that's the right mindset. That's got him 6 wins on the loser's side to get in this 3rd place match.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Larry right now, I'm telling you, it's hard for him to stick with Chris scoring like he's scoring right now. A to Z is sold out.
Well, darn. We tried.
It was a good try. As we see a better try there from Chris Watson, closes the 18s on the last dart. Usually the local watering hole has extra hot buttons there for you to purchase in their dart cases. Typically
or you
on
can
property.
hit notify me on A to Z's website right there. That notify me, you put your email in there, you'll get an email right when that comes right back in stock.
Look at young buck Nick Teixeira. Darachi Teixeira.
Man, we start calling him Young Buck, and he's just gotten better and better.
He's starting to act like Joe Buck.
I'm a sellout. I'm hired by A to Z permanent now.
You better tell them about that.
Chris is playing off the charts right now to start off this CSC Challenger Series match. I got to tell you, he's just really.
It's throwing Larry
well.
off. It's throwing Larry off. It's making him kind of force it a little bit, and it's causing him to kind of slip up a little bit. Yeah, Tim Goodwin says, Chris has been a good higher player for a long time, but the CSE has sparked him to get to that next level, and it shows with these averages under pressure. You're absolutely right. Oh, the Philly legend in there?
110%.
Fantastic. He is so angry with us behind the scenes. He's like raising his arms, being all dramatic about it.
I'm just like minding my own business over here, guys. I don't know what I
You've
did.
been you've been really good so far. We're trying to knock you off that pedestal. Gotta got,
Exactly.
gotta knock you down a few pegs.
He does that. See, Chris does that little kind of unique habit before he throws his dart. You see that? Something to mention. Kind of does a little like, I don't know, like three little clutches, three little
Okay.
notches there before he kind of gets after it. If you notice his next time at the to the board, where kind of Larry gets just right to the point.
I'll be looking for that now.
Yeah, yeah, check it out here. He kind of goes like a little three-notch little movement, kind of a technical side here. Step to the board, puts it to his eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. There
Okay.
you go.
Just kind of getting the grip set up on it a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe
just
trying to loosen up the shoulder.
getting settled there.
What I love most about Chris is that as soon as he throws that third dart, he's turning around talking to the people that are at that are watching him play, either to talk trash back to him or to say something to him about why that was a stupid shot or a good shot. I think he's doing his own commentary in the background. He doesn't even need us.
He said, "I don't need you guys." He did put a nice little post out today, though. Stream pro commentary is what he said about us, and I got to
Way
tell
too
you,
kind.
I don't know how I feel about that one. We're amateurs at best, but we give it a good old try here, the old college effort.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, they pay us for this, but it's because we're kind of hiding the fact that we're not actually professionals. We're getting away with it for some reason.
We seem to get away with it. There's Larry Keith just closing out those 19s. Nice little 6 mark there.
I like how the chat is just debating back and forth whether or not the hot button is going to do or not. And what's wonderful is while they're doing that, they are actually entering themselves into a giveaway tonight. Tonight's giveaway is a cool one, bud. I'm
It,
telling
it
you.
it is very cool, and it's very. I think people don't understand. There's a good price point behind this one, and you're getting it for free just for entering.
Yeah, A to Z Darts is giving away a free virtual darts lesson with pro player Dax Munna out of New York. Dax is known not only for his skill, but for his regular in-depth blog contributions to the A to Z Darts.com blog. He's also a really, really skilled teacher of darts and coach, covering mostly form and mechanics to help you improve your game. The lucky winner will receive one-on-one virtual darts coaching with Dax Munna, sponsored by A to Z Darts. This is a $50 value for just one of those, which is amazing.
Yeah, it isn't that insane, and I think it's definitely a better value than that. Honestly, 4.42 there from Larry Keith.
And he's on the board.
Yep, he is kind of took that one away here.
Yeah, he did kind of steal that one away, didn't he? And that's what he'll
Say
do.
that. Yeah.
He just stays right there. He keeps the average right around a 4.45 range, and he just doesn't go away. If you slip up, he'll make you pay for it. As that's not a slip up. Boom goes the dynamite for Chris Watson. Although, should I say, boom goes the Arizona night? I don't think that's an actual thing.
I don't think it is, sir. I think you.
It was a good
You.
try. I can't even say it right, so
Yeah, it was a terrible try, honestly, if you ask. To be
you go
honest,
for it.
but no, 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 no,
That's what I
no.
thought. That's what I
We'll think
thought.
about it. We'll think about it. Maybe we'll come up with something by the end of this.
Well, look at that. Larry comes back with a 0 mark.
Oh,
So Chris can white horse here if he really wants to. Starting with the 19s.
oh, just a white horse. No big deal.
Just stick and move. Just stick and move. You know. There's the stick. Now move. Oh, he tried. Got 6 out of it.
Still quality. Still quality. This is definitely heavily in the favor of Chris right now after the no mark there, unfortunately, from Larry.
Tyler, you can't see half the chat because you're on YouTube, brother. most of the chat is going to be located on Facebook. And actually, if you want to get entered in that giveaway we just talked about, you want to leave a comment on the Facebook chat. So make sure you do that.
Also, speaking about where most of the chat is, just shout out to everybody that's been supporting the CSC, because we just passed 7K on Facebook and 2,800 on YouTube for followers. So thank you everybody for giving us a follow.
There you go. That's awesome. As we saw Chris Watson go the double bull on the last start, throw an 8 mark. He bypassed the boom, goes the dynamite for an 8 mark. I guess it's okay if it works. Where are you guys tuning in from? Let us know in the chat. We love to see it. Bobby Kohler, what's up, brother? Good to have you. Of course, we've had a few guys that have been with us since pretty much week 1 of the CSC Challenger Series, back in season 1.
Look at this average. Look at this average.
Just a little 7.00. You're not going to lose very many legs when you throw a 7.0 unless you're playing against Leonard Gates.
That's an impressive display there from Chris after a nice 9 mark opener too. Good stuff there to hold that throughout. We'll see if he can kind of maintain. Does he get some knuckles? Look at that. Can you see?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he should get some knuckles for that. If I was there, I'd be high-fiving him. I'd be like, slap hands, slap hands. That's from the movie Waterboy, Nick.
I think he knows that one.
The soccer movie?
See?
Oh,
that's what we're getting with this.
Gracious.
What are we supposed to do?
Captain Infano throws no mercy. Goodness gracious, we're terrible.
You mean terrible at being awesome?
No, we're just terrible.
Technically,
terrible
we would be terrible at being awesome. Yep, we got a lot of Arizona darts in the house. A lot of Texas, actually, showing up. And we got some Illini in here.
That's
close
great.
To my home state.
Yeah, they're tuning in for Mr. Larry Keith, showing their support.
Yeah, good old Streeter, Illinois, where he is from. And then, of course, like always, we got our Wisconsinites.
Nate says, it's a foosball movie.
Foosball's for the devil.
Jeez Louise, see what we're on now, guys.
That Brent said it at the same time I did in the chat. It's the devil. Mic drop. See you later. Don't get excited. I'm staying here. I like how Nick DeCaria, is that how you say his last name? DeCaria from Davenport, Florida. Thanks for tuning in with us, Nick. I haven't seen you before. DeCaria. Good job.
DeSharia is what the series tells me.
Sure it's not Dirachi?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Look at this from Larry Keith. He is fighting back after the 7.0 whooping that Chris put on in the last leg. Larry in control of this one early, but there's a long way to go, especially if you're playing against Chris Watson.
Yeah, right now, I mean, Larry's putting on a display, but Chris is just throwing some fireworks here and there that are just like, especially like that last leg, a 7-0. I mean, that can just put a thought in your mind, like maybe I am not fully confident in myself. I mean, I know that's tough to say, but as Larry Keith just kind of shuts the door on my mouth there, nice little 7 mark.
It happens to me every single time we do a stream. I'll be talking, making a great point, and the player will just be like, shut up, Sean, and throw in what they need to do. Chris with a boom goes the dynamite. I think he has all 4, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
I do believe he pegs 3 darts into the trip 15. Trying to hold on here, but Larry's making it really difficult.
I'm telling you, these guys are putting on a clinic on how to finish out legs. Shiloh Evans says, I don't know who these people are, but I like the darts, so I'm just going to pick someone to root for. That's what you got to do. Let's give you a little background about these players. Larry Keith lost the King seat in Division II against Daryl Cortez. Chris Watson lost week 2 of the CSC Challenger Series Division 2, and he has run through the entire loser bracket. The entire loser bracket. He's played 8 matches.
Insane. 6 straight for Chris Watson, who's playing at a Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yep, definitely a race to 9, as always here at the CSC Challenger Series. All cricket.
We'll take a quick break after leg number 7, just to give you a preemptive there so we can hear a little bit from these two, as we have some interviews for you where Nick kind of guides you along and ask a few questions to these guys and gets their input. Always nice to hear that. It'll be short, sweet, to the point. We'll be back at the action here. I bet you about 8 minutes to be exact. So pretty short, pretty sweet.
Yep. But that's something that I think early on in the CSC Challenger Series we were doing a little bit longer on those interviews.
Mm-hmm.
But Nick got told that we don't want to see his face as much anymore, and so now it's down to a little bit quicker of an interview. But
you notice there's less of my face and the viewership has been way higher lately. Like, I don't know, there's like a correlation there.
No, what's happened is you stopped putting up the Boom Goes the Dynamite graphic with me with my thumb up with the fire in the background. That's what you stopped doing, and that has made all the difference.
Exactly.
For sure.
Although that was my skinnier self version in that picture, so appreciate that. And look at this. Chris Watson, winning darts, just needs 2 trips to steal this leg. After all of that,
My goodness.
Chris, like we've talked about, is tough to beat in legs.
Taking his time here, kind of trying to get set. 2 big triples.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's a tough first.
Yeah, now he can't do it. Go bull. Got the bull.
Yeah, smart last there, going bull, adding some points, padding a little bit of a lead. But, Chris has the 20s and the 18s open, and that's the thing is one big trip 20.
There it
Makes a
goes.
different story. Yep, there it is.
Woo! He's going to breathe a little sigh of relief. Yep, he wipes his brow. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. You literally saw him, as you said, takes a sigh of relief. You literally saw his shoulders slump as he took a sigh of relief and wiped his brow there. Wow. 2-2.
Every once in a while, I'm pretty okay at this job. I
Pretty
get lucky.
okay.
Though. It's really just luck. It's all luck.
Pretty okay. Semi-decent.
You know what I do is I talk so much that I throw so many darts at the dartboard, one's going to stick.
One will eventually fall into it. Even if you throw 100, one will eventually go.
Brenda at the same time goes, "Phew, Larry." Derek says, "I think we need more Nick, not less." Couldn't agree less with you there.
Couldn't agree less with you. You're terrible.
Wow, that was just cold.
That is ice cold. You're as cold as ice.
But I'm not willing to sacrifice my love. Okay, so don't even start.
Oh Lord, is that the next line?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
I don't know.
That was definitely the next line.
See what I'm saying about needing less Nick? That's what I thought. Point proven. I appreciate that, sir.
There, Keith, going 17s here. Trying to open up that bottom of the board. Likes it. Must like it.
Well, I mean, it does enough at this point, but we've seen Chris score. One round gives us right back into the hands of Chris. I realized that I completed my thought in my mind, but not out loud. Thought I'd do that for you. Ooh. Almost got that 9 too.
He certainly did. Look at that. He throws up his hands. He's like, whoa, not yet.
I can only hope in my own soul that someone's shouting out "Boom Goes the Dynamite" as he's saying, whoa, that was not what that was.
We're seeing the little comment there. And wanting to get involved with this PPD program or Darts TOC, head on over to dartstoc.com and you can get involved. The CSC Challenger Series, you can, I think, 500 games or something like that you're going to play? You'd be in the top 500? Yeah, there you go.
Top 500 on the All-Star rank list at the lockdown date. The way to get points is to play in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Leagues are starting daily. Get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out the map. The map will show any locations with G3 boards within the system. Boom goes the dynamite for that system. And we're always accepting new members. So if you're not seeing anything in your area, have your vendor contact us on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. Doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either, like definitely not 500. Consistently playing one league a week will keep a player eligible for this event in the future. Again, dartstoc.com to get signed up today. Once you start accumulating points, if you're within that top 500 points or players points-wise on the All-Star rank list lockdown date, whew, they're going to sort that list of players by player rating. The top 32 players will be invited to Division 1, and the next highest 32 players will be invited to Division 2. And that's how you get to this point, and that is exactly what Chris
500
did
games.
and Larry.
So yeah, right.
500 words is more like it. Oh.
Carly's gonna butcher me for that one. No, it's top 500. Yeah, being that top 500, we kind of choose everybody with like averages and bundle them in there, and that what creates this fun that we have here in this CSC Challenger Series Division 1 and 2. We see Chris Watson throw a little dance move up there. Did you guys see that when we were chatting here?
I like it. I do. I like he's trying his best to stay loose. It's the middle of probably the most important match that he's ever played in up to this point, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely worth the most money, I'm going to guess, of any match he's played in before.
So the 4K winner?
Well, he's won 4K, but he didn't know that until well after the fact. Completely in the dark on the whole 4K thing until it happened. Otherwise, he might have had some pressure on him for that too, but with knowing Chris, probably not. He's just the dart player. Just shows up to the bar and plays darts. He's the everyman dart player.
Well, I will say, like these guys, it's really hard to cheer against or like either one. I was talking with them, like Chris is seriously a class act. I talked to him for at least 15 minutes after our interview. Wasn't even recording at this point, just chatting about darts and everything. So they're just here because they enjoy it at the end of the day.
Yep. That was a good response, right? Just said, yep.
Yeah, that was a great response there. I loved it.
Whatever.
5 mark there to 584. Chris sitting on 513. You gotta go 18s here.
Well, especially with how well Chris hits 18s. Yeah, he's been destroying them all night.
He has been. He's gonna destroy it here. Look at that. Looking for another triple. Oof.
Drags into the single 4, but that was a 4 mark that could easily have been a 9. Which is what I say to myself every time I hit a 4 mark.
Which is...
Oh, yeah, it's very rare. Yeah, real rare.
Yeah, okay.
I got to take it when I can.
I just want to make sure.
All right, Chris.
Settling in, yeah. Let's see what he can do. Trip 16.
He's on his numbers now. This is where he comes back to just, take control a little bit for just to, dabble in it. See if he can hold it. If he does, then he wins a leg. If not, Larry can shut it down. But Larry's got to shut it down right here, right now. He's not going to. And you're saying there's a chance if you're Chris Watson.
Certainly is a chance. Let's see if we can take advantage.
Tyler does make a note here, and we'd always like to point this out. Need to find a way to show both players' dartboards. We do have ways of doing that if the location buys the camera equipment for us to do streaming. The bull shooter in Arizona has that camera system set up, so that's why we're able to tap in and utilize that. I think we had 14 or 15 locations for this CSC Challenger Series across both divisions.
That is correct.
So we have, only so many venues within a certain mile radius that these players can go to, and if there's not one within that radius, they just play out of their own location.
And that's kind of why you see, throughout the duration of the CSC Challenger Series, you see us pick certain matches, and there's reasons behind that as well, because sometimes when certain players match up, then we don't have a streaming capability. And although it may be a good match, unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. So, yeah, I mean, we do try to show both sides of the stage per se every once in a while, and that does kind of line up. And when it does, it's great. But unfortunately, yeah, we just get the one view. Hoping for more though. Hoping for more.
Well,
Yep.
one thing to remember is between the last season to this season, 4 new bars joined us. Bullshooter was not one of our bars from
Great.
last time. And any bar or vendor in the TOC, anybody that's in the PPD network, can actually sign up for one of these camera packages by reaching out and looking at the cost and talking over everything with the team, including myself.
There's a
But yeah,
hat trick to win that leg.
there you
Chris
go.
Watson, I told you, he got to the 16s and 15s and just decided to, I'm going to win the leg now. It becomes serious for him on the 16s, 15s, and bowls. That's when he decides to play darts. If he's ahead of time before that, that's when he's going to throw a 7.0. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I wish that we could stream every single location, and so I could make fun of Nick on his missed transitions when they happen once a night. He makes fun of all the misspeakings that I do, like just then, you know.
Occasionally, occasionally.
Occasionally, yeah. He even has that awesome mic. I think that's why he's been on more. He has that beacon mic that he just loves to show off.
Well, I
It
wrote it
sounds
off
so
on my
professional.
taxes, so I have to use it a certain amount per year.
Whoa.
Whoa. Don't give away our
Work,
trade secrets
work,
like that.
work purposes.
I don't know about a lot, but there was a person who just flashed on the screen, and Chris is who's playing about a couple boards down on Chris. He is dressed like a 7th grade boy. He is wearing a cut off jersey and short shorts, if I'm not mistaken. These 7th graders, I'm telling you. They'll sneak into a bullshooter bar.
This match is thoroughly entertaining here. 3-2, and we're what 30? Well, probably about just over 30 minutes in for these guys actually playing.
Yeah, and they're on leg number 6. So if you think about this, 2 weeks ago with Kenny Doyle and Soldier, they were about 28 minutes away from finishing their match.
Mm-hmm.
That went 15 legs, and what you're seeing here is just you're seeing heavy scoring, and you're seeing another boom goes the dynamite from Larry Keith there, and these guys are just going back and forth, heavyweight bout. They are throwing haymakers. Who is going to land that knockout punch, and is it going to go the distance? And is it going to last till round 17?
Everything's leading to that point, I think. I mean, it's just been a back and forth shellacking.
Yeah,
As
I
they
mean,
say.
I have
It's,
not.
it's crazy. I mean, this is going to be this way the whole night, I think.
I absolutely will. And guys, I'm going to get more and more excited as the night goes on if this continues this way. So you better stay tuned. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. Head on over to Partners Promoting Darts Facebook page and YouTube page and hit those notification buttons, those like buttons, if you have not done so already. We love the 7,000 number, but we would love 7,001, We're always looking
Yeah.
for that next one.
We also love 10,000, but hey, we're not greedy. We're not greedy.
I'm just saying, we could achieve that in the next week, but it'd be really hard. Look at this from Chris. Yep, Chris doing Chris things. Boom goes the dynamite for Chris Watson. His, I believe, 5th or 6th of the evening. I think it's his 5th. And every time you guys put a little comment in the chat, well, it's only one time if you do it once, you're entered into our giveaway tonight from A to Z Darts. A to Z Darts is giving away a free virtual darts lesson with pro player Dax Munna out of New York. Dax is known not only for his skill, but for his regular in-depth blog contributions to A2ZDarts.com blog covering mostly form and mechanics to help you improve your game. The lucky winner will receive one-on-one virtual darts coaching with Dax Munna, sponsored by A to Z Darts. This is a $50 value, and the actual value you get on the dartboard is way more than that. So leave a comment. Let us know who you got in this one, who you're rooting for, where you tuning in from, how much you love Will Stewart. Let us know.
So yeah, if you haven't heard much from Dax or even seen any of his blogs, yeah, I highly encourage you after this match is over, head on over to azdarts.com, check out the blog section. He has numerous blogs, and even just reading one or two of them, you can really gain a lot of knowledge about the game and its different aspects. I mean, he goes from everything into the mental state or mental side to grips, to aiming, to barrels, and so much more.
Flights.
Yeah.
I honestly, I started using the Danny Lobby junior target darts, and my steel tip darts were laying flatter than I wanted them to. You know what I did? I actually got on A2ZDarts.com and checked out their blog on flights and what might cause a flight to uh, maybe cause a dart to stick up a little bit more on the dartboard, and it helped. I was able to order what I needed, and now my dart lands exactly how I want it to.
Yeah, anytime you can get a more of an understanding about the reasons why you should choose this flight over another or this length of shaft over another is great input for your game, because then you're not wasting your money on countless, you know, different lengths and different materials or different types and shapes. Yeah, you can kind of whittle it down to a few and then try those few out.
Yeah, that's one of the great things, but also problematic things in darts is that you have so many different options of
Yeah.
so many different things to choose from. The fact that you got that you get it right eventually is almost a miracle when it happens. I do want to shout out Josh Reardon, who's in the chat. Says, "What's up, Sean?" Josh, one of the champions of the Siege last night for Young Guns. As
Oh, nice, nice. Let's see.
boom goes the dynamite from Chris Watson. Yeah, I actually got to shout that out for real last night on the Siege. Josh hit 3 in the bed on the 19s in our cricket leg steel tip, and so I got to actually, for realsy, say it. I've said it before on the Siege, but I don't. It wasn't with a 9 mark in cricket.
I like the comment from Nate that happened a little bit earlier. Leonard and Kenny was fun to watch for the amazing darts. These guys are fun to watch because of the amazing fight. And I think that couldn't put it any better. Like, this is a close match through and through here.
It really is. It's a hard
Oh,
fought trench and battle here. They're just like really digging in deep. Everything they've got, every single dart they throw.
did you just hear that noise out of me? That's what these guys are doing. Is they're creating that type of noise out of me. I can't believe he stayed on the double 16. And he missed start 2 on the double 16, but here we go. Just a little 4-3 bull race because of course it is. Can Chris get the hat trick that I said was a weakness before this match started? Just one more will do it. Oh no! I blame myself, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, that's a tough dart there. Jordan, hello. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining us here on the PPD stream. The CSC Challenger Series third place match in the Division 2.
All right, double bull will do it. He's going to have to find the opening, it looks like. I always love these darts because if this thing hits, you know he worked hard for it.
Step back. Getting set.
Oh, just a single. Woo! Wow.
That's tough.
All right, Chris, one bull will do it in this leg to make it a 4-2 lead for him. So he is guaranteed the advantage going to the break. But we have one more leg to play before we reach that point. A 5.03 from Chris. And is now an okay time to point out the fact that these guys all their winning averages, except for the 4.14 from Larry Keith and the 4.23, have been above their average. And that's how it's going to be.
That's what we're gonna see. It's getting hot up in here, hotter than the Arizona desert. Chris is near in Arizona, Phoenix to be exact.
It's pretty toasty.
Yeah, a little toasty.
Pretty toasty up in here.
It's 19s it is. Staying down there. Gets it with the last dart. Nice there, but Larry Keith. The subtle advantage here. See if he takes a stab at it.
Ooh, he stayed there. That was an interesting move.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, oh, that surprised me. Gave me a little kind of surprised look on my face.
Yeah. Luke Payne, how's it going, sir? Jamie Kopp, Wisconsinite in the chat with us. There's plenty of them there.
Linda says we were 100 yesterday.
Woo.
I think she means 100 degrees there in Arizona.
It reached a ripe 55 yesterday. It was high as 61 today. I was walking around in short sleeves and shorts outside. Larry really wanted to close the 19 there and unfortunately does not get it done, even though he did all the hard work on the trip 20s. Chris is going to make him pay for it right here, I think. You notice they've slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely kind of slowed down as we get into our break here, or time for our break. I think they're definitely kind of trying to really focus on every single dart they throw. As you see Chris step back from the line and regather himself for this one.
Yeah, I think he's just deciding on what he's going to shoot at here. He went up. I'm a little bit shocked that he, after all that decision-making that he was doing, that he still decided to take a stab at the hero dart because of stuff like this. Yep. Did pretty much the minimum of what he wanted to do. Was it 80 degrees in Wichita?
It was 80 degrees. We enjoyed our dinner this evening out on the driveway with the kiddo. It was nice. It was nice. Definitely a lot better than our friends up north in North Dakota, who's possibly going to see a few more flurries here coming their way.
Yeah, that's our friends from the south would say that's no bueno.
Yeah, not good at all. Not good at all. Jake's saying, I think we should see a March Madness style prediction bracket for the next CSC. That'd be kind of fun. A little live bracket release.
I'm in for sure. Although we'll have to have little like hot buttons on each player to like give a little rundown of them. Or else I can't pick that 9-8. I can't pick that 9-8 match if I don't have something like that.
Well, maybe we'll just handle this.
Well, Will and Nick have got it from here, guys. I think I was just fired again.
Darts.
That was better than I've done all night. Nice job, Nick.
No, I think that's a great idea from Jake. It would be pretty cool to kind of do a bracket style release and then talk about it and see who we like and go from there.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Except we can't do it. Like, we can't take part in that.
Well, we can't. I mean,
Nick,
we're just commentators, but I mean,
Megan Green and Hannah Stewart could. I'm just saying.
You mean Megan Green 2? Because she's going to want to do her own. Jesse says, I need that Selection Sunday with all the fringe players on the live stream. I think we got ourselves a production.
Here we go. Chris taking his time here, trying to make this a 5-2 match going in this break. He's trying to make Arizona change its motto to "Boom goes the dynamite." I think.
That was a good one-liner. You wrote that out, didn't you?
I'll be here all week. Don't worry.
Chris takes the point lead back. But that's it, only a 2 mark, so the pressure is not on Larry. Definitely not anymore. The double ball in the last start, throwing a 5.13 in this leg. He wants it to be 4-3 going into the break.
Exactly what Larry Keith can hope for is maybe cold in Illinois, but he's trying to make it a little bit colder for Chris Watson.
Jake, you ain't wrong, by the way, bud. You are not wrong. There it is. Larry Keith, 420 is the score line, a 5.04 in that leg. And wow. Man, this isn't going to get any closer. It's definitely not getting any further away either. Like, these guys are going to stay right here pretty much. I don't know why they're playing another one, though.
Yeah,
break
let's say. Oh, I think he was just like, "Oh crap, it is, isn't it?" Yeah.
They're doing it anyway.
I don't know if Chris knows or not.
Screw the break. Let's keep playing.
I think Larry's checking and making sure here. And this is going to be difficult, too, because he's going to start off with a nice 6 mark.
At least it wasn't a 9, just in case.
They're going to get one extra leg in him, it looks like.
I was about to say, are we going to just go one extra leg here?
Who needs the rules of this? Let's just play some dots. We don't need a break. We don't need to hear from the players or our ad sponsor or anything. Just kidding. Of course we do.
That's fine. We'll let them kind of get after it here since they're in the progress. We don't want to kind of stop them in the middle of it, and I don't think they're going to be answering any phone calls anyway. So, yeah, we'll just let them kind of do their thing here, get rid of this leg, and we'll head into our break, possibly 4-4. That could be interesting.
We've never had a break where it's been 4-4.
No, it's boom. Wow, a 9 mark there.
That's why I do the boom goes the dynamite.
Yeah, exactly. I was off my rocker there. Nice trip 20 over to the trip 18, down to the trip 19. Quality stuff there from Chris Watson.
He just continues to impress me, man. He'll be like lolling about, just lying in the weeds. Boom, 9 mark. And then 7 mark, 5 mark, he wins the leg.
There you go. I should have went with it. Boom, a broom goes the janitor, says Rodney.
You couldn't get out anything there. Oh, he almost got it back to back. Ray says can't pause it once you start a game. So there you go. Did I see a triple 11, single 11 there from Larry?
Yeah. That's
Larry wanted the break last leg.
It's because 50 points gets him the point lead and 48 points ties it. I'm pretty sure that's why he did that.
The triple 11?
Yeah, because triple 11? Oh, I wasn't looking.
Yeah. Now your math doesn't even make sense for that, bud.
At least Chris Watson.
I'm not a teacher.
Sitting at 6.25 right now, looking for another potentially 6+ mark leg.
Yeah, Larry walked in that last start a little bit early. He's ready to head to this break, I think. So Chris will have a 5-3 advantage going into the break if he takes out another bowl. Well, that's a decent right before the break leg. 5.79, bud. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that certainly is a tasty little mark there as he goes into this one 5-3 ahead of Larry Keith. Don't go away, folks. We still have some more excitement coming as we conclude this third place match in Division 2. William Stewart here alongside me is Sean Green of To The Point Streaming and Mr. Nick Young Buck DeShera. We'll see you in a few.
Stay with us, guys. Hit that share button.
My name is Chris Watson. My operator is Troy Vending, and I'm playing out of Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, Chris Watson, it's an absolute pleasure to have you back on the CSC Challenger Series Division 2. We're at the third place match, top 3. How do you feel to be in that position?
Feel pretty good, man. I had to take one match at a time and battle back, and I know Daryl, the person in the king seat, took me to the loser bracket, but there's still a long way to go. I mean, I take one match at a time. I think I mentioned that when I was playing Cody a few weeks ago. Just play my game one match at a time. Everybody is ridiculously good, so I'm not looking forward past tonight, which is Larry, I think. So it's been tough, but I've come on top in long matches, but my game's been on, so feeling pretty good.
Well, that's great to hear because, I mean, you've had an incredible run this tournament so far. After a first round run against Ryan Crawley, you had that second round loss to Daryl Cortez waiting in the king seat and fought all the way back to the third place match against Larry Keith, which is the last stream we saw for Division 2. Now, with it being so close to the finals, do you start thinking of that finals mentality of like, all right, I'm at the home stretch? Like, how do you keep yourself going at the same speed you've been going at?
No, I again, I don't think about the home stretch. I mean, there's still a long way to go. I mean, I got to play the best of 17 tonight. That's a long match. If I happen to get lucky and get past Larry, which I expect it to be a ridiculously good match, all of my matches have been ridiculously tight. I expect a tough match against Daryl, but again, I'm focused on tonight. Larry is amazing. All of us, everybody who I played has been amazing. So it's just thinking about tonight and getting past Larry. That's my focus right now.
Well, I know we're excited to see what's to come this evening. Between you and I won't tell Larry this. This won't air until the match is already going on. Do you have any score predictions for us?
9-7 me.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or sponsors?
Same thing. I appreciate all the support. Mike Bates for giving us a platform to do this at his bar. My best friend, Brad Smith, who has been with me every single day doing this, coming out, hanging out with me, warming up and rooting me on every week. And of course, my family and my friends that continue to watch the stream and support me through this whole thing. So it's been amazing. A lot of exposure. I appreciate it. A lot of support as well. So just thank everybody who continues to do the same.
Well, Chris Watson, we're excited to see what you bring to the table this evening on your match against Larry Keith for the third place in the CSC Challenger Series Division 2. Shoot well, my friend.
My name is Chris Watson, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
I'm playing out of shooters and Logansport for Just Darts.
Well, Larry Keith, it's an absolute pleasure to have you back on the CSC Challenger Series. We're at your third place match, the final three left against Chris Watson. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good about tonight.
Well, I know we're excited to see what you bring to the table now because Chris Watson's definitely a tough opponent, and both of you guys have one thing in common for sure, is that you both have had a loss to Daryl Cortez, and they're trying to get back to get that redemption there. Do you find yourself thinking about the fact that you're so close to the finals, and does that add any pressure to your shoulders?
No, I just want to get back to the finals and give Cortez another run at the money.
You usually keep your mental really relaxed and just stay focused on the long format. Do you have any secrets to how someone else can do the same?
Not really any secrets, just try not to let anything get to you. Sometimes it does, but you got to limit how much the distractions bother you and just keep focused.
And do you find like for instance, the prize pool, like this is a $500 dart match. The loser walks on with 1,000, winners guaranteed 1,500. Is that like one of the distractions you just try to forget about when you're playing?
Yeah, I try not to think about the money because it's added stressors you don't need. You don't really play for the money, you just play for the competition.
Absolutely. And then another question I had for you, just because of the fact that this tournament's wrapping up here, would you say compared to the original CSC CSCs that you played in the past compared to now, that the pool has gotten harder to play in, or what would your take on that be?
Well, Division 1 got harder because I fell out been in Division One each time. This is my first time in Division Two, so it's I didn't have Kenny and Brian Dennis and all them. So yeah, that field was definitely tougher this time.
Well, I know that you're a tough competitor here. Is there anything you want to say to anybody that's going to be watching this third place match this evening?
Just thanks every family and friends for supporting me, and hopefully I put on a good show.
Well, I know you're capable of putting on a great show at that, Larry, and we're excited to see what you bring to the table this evening on the CSC Challenger Series Division 2 third place match. Shoot well.
My name's Larry Keith, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
And just like that, we are back here and ready for the conclusion of this one as Chris Watson is up on Larry Keith 5-3. Chris playing out of Bull Shooters in Phoenix, Arizona. Larry playing out of Streeter?
It's Streeter, Illinois. Yep.
Yeah.
I think, he's playing out of Shooters. So we got Bull Shooter and then Shooters. Shooters in Logansport, Indiana, actually. So he's playing in the Hoosier State.
There we go. So he's playing next door, actually. He must be on that line there.
Yeah. It's a ways away from me, but it's probably the closest person.
Oh, I'm sure that Larry Keith appreciates that distance between you. Oh,
yeah.
What? Did I say that out loud?
And here we go again. Starting it off early.
Let's wrangle this one in.
This is going to get old by leg number 17. Just kidding. It's not. And you guys are going to want to stick around for the whole shebang because we don't get nicer to each other as the night goes on.
There you go. Looks like we'll take a final couple here.
And then we will get started. Set the tone, buddy. Third place match.
Third place match. Winner advances for the chance at $2,500. Taken first. They got to beat Daryl Cortez, who is the king seat in this one. Second place, though, $1,500. So pretty hefty prize there for winning this one. No matter which way you come out, either victorious or not.
Yeah, and either way, both these guys are guaranteed to be thousandaires by the end of this. $1,000.
All righty, sir.
Tonight.
All righty.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm not going to speak a lot in the second half. Just kidding. But if I didn't, what I would say would always be funny.
I like how Caleb Hunter in the chat just said Texas will take Division 1 and 2, where we had a potential of that last season with Wisconsin. And now all of a sudden Texas, that's a very good point. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Could very well happen.
They're both on the king seat. They both have to get double dipped.
Definitely easier said than done. 2 scoops of ice cream, as some people call it.
Are you talking about me? That's what I call it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
Well, you got to go for that double dip. I'm a fat guy. I love my ice cream quotes.
Oh, you're a fat guy like me. You go for the triple dip per usual, okay, sir? Because that usually happens more chances than not.
All right, fair enough. You got me there. Guys, appreciate you joining us this evening in the CSC Challenger Series Division 2 third place match. I am Sean Green, To The Point Streaming, joined always and forever by the magnificently, beautifully wonderful William Stewart of USA Darts. And then the guy behind the scenes, Nick, is here too.
I'm also here.
I know, just said that. Gosh.
Speaking of, did you say forever?
Forever.
Where's that one from? Where's that one from, Nick?
Space Jam?
You're killing me, Smalls. Do you actually not know it? Oh my god.
No. Sorry, a little true loss of Americana there, as it's the Sandlot there, sir.
Oh, okay. I know that one. The lacrosse movie.
Oh.
Curtis gets a 6 mark there. These guys are a little bit shaky coming out of the break. What do you make of that, bud?
Yeah, I think they were both kind of. Oh, I bet you Chris found out. Oh man, I went an extra leg. I think Larry. I don't know if he was unhappy about it or not, but it certainly looked like he was like, all right, this is awkward. Do we keep playing or not? So maybe that's just kind of the thing going here. They wanted to keep going maybe and just forget about the break. Who knows? But a little break when you're rolling can always offset things a little.
Yeah, we've seen it both ways. We've seen it kind of reset and players come out firing after the break, and then we've seen the opposite. And we're seeing both these players just a little bit off so far in this leg. But Chris is going to shut me up, like always. 7 mark, takes control of the leg. Man! Yeah, look how many people yelled at you there, Nick. That's what
No,
we're talking
right?
about. That's what we have to deal with, 23-year-old guy.
How can I have some more if I haven't had any more yet?
More what? What?
What?
Killing me, Smalls.
L7 weenie.
Wait, is that
Oh,
why my
boy.
dad used to say that when I was a kid? I'm actually learning right now. This is phenomenal.
Dominic, he's learning how mean you were to him. Look at this. Speaking of mean to someone, Chris Watson trying to shut the door right in Larry's face. Will he be able to do it, though?
Huge dart incoming.
Ooh.
Oof.
Close. It was close.
I love when people keep it going in the chat.
Jesse.
You
Jesse's
mean that
the best.
wimpy deer?
Yeah, sorry. Oh, goodness.
Chris doing that little 1, 2, 3 still. I think he does it every single time. Just kind of gets that dart exactly like he likes it for getting on with his throw. And look at that.
Wow.
That'll work. That'll work.
Do you remember, like, I don't know, 3 rounds ago or something when I said, like, these guys would start off slow in this leg, and then Chris, from that point, has just raised his average about 2.14 marks per round?
I mean, Chris has done that in this match so far. I mean, his average going in this was a 4.32, and I think he's averaging about a 4.5, if not better than that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, it's he's doing what he needs to do to advance into the finals.
that might be the biggest blowout leg so far in this. Except for, I think, leg number 3 was
Yeah,
definitely
that's
the biggest.
7-0. That's 7-0 one.
But this is only I think that was the second leg where it wasn't a back and forth kind of battle. So see if the momentum stays with Chris now. Larry's in a bit of a spot of bother, as they say across the pond. Oh, and he's starting to get frustrated with himself, I think. He can always turn it around. He's a class player, class shot. He just got to start doing it. Chris wants nothing more than to take this out, though. I don't know why I said take this out. I don't know what that means. I was reading the chat and got lost in my own words.
It's getting fun in the chat tonight. People are really liking these movie quotes, I guess.
Man, I'm telling you.
Every once in a while, we get going on them, and we just can't stop.
And we won't stop.
What's that one from?
That is a song, sir.
All right, cool. I haven't seen that movie.
Alrighty. Well,
That's good because it doesn't exist. Jay saying he thinks Larry is getting annoyed by the slow play. If he is, then brilliant move from Chris is all I'm going to say. And you
Well,
can
look
see
at
him
him.
back there.
Yeah, look at him there. He definitely seems to be annoyed. I mean, for me, I'm not gonna lie. As a fast player, I definitely would be at this point in a long format kind of match, and to be in this position that Larry is in, I would find it annoying myself just because you're down 3 legs.
Right. It's annoying when you're losing.
Yeah.
It's not annoying when you're still winning doing that. But I get it. I really do. I get it. Chris is doing his deliberate motion, and it's working. Why would he stop that?
Well, Chris has been kind of doing that deliberate motion through the last time he was on here too. I don't think he was going quite as slow, but it was definitely he took his time. He was mechanical with how he kind of went about things.
Nate in the chat throwing in a great Rookie of the Year quote. That's a good one.
What?
It's a B-U-T-T. That's how it's supposed to be.
Nah.
Rookie of the Year. He hits him in the nose.
There you go.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed. Did you get your package from Scuba Steve?
I have not. Not yet. I think it'll Whammo, probably.
I got mine. It got delivered to my house yesterday, so it's now my one on my back wall there. That bright yellow one.
Hey.
Not the Boom Goes Dynamite one, but the other one.
There you
So we'll
go.
see that at the end. Shout out. It says, damn you, Scuba Steve on it.
Classic.
Gotta love
Classic. I was on my way back from Milwaukee, actually, where I got to meet Scuba that weekend, and then he was playing Monday night, and I was on my way back, and I chime in on when I'm in St. Louis, getting off my jet, and that's the first thing I hear. Scuba Steve, damn you.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. That was good.
Travis Wells says, Chris keeps yelling at that guy behind him. And Tim goes, then move, Travis. Love it.
Yeah, you gotta love that. Jake Wordley putting in there's no crying in baseball. Getting all the baseball references here.
Yeah, we're getting into it. Yeah, Randy Robinson chiming in saying, you have to throw your game. If it annoys the other guy, why should someone have to change their throw? No, not annoy the other person. If two players have conflicting styles, then one or both have to figure it out to not let it get to them. And that's exactly right. If you're a slow or a more deliberate player and you're playing against a really fast player like a Danny Lobby Jr., you can find yourself getting into their style of game, and that's going to throw you off big time, and vice versa. Chris doing a great job of staying deliberate every time, and it's throwing Larry off. Larry's throwing his dart about a second and a half after Chris grabs his dart out of the board.
Yeah, and Randy weren't by no means saying that he should change his throw or anything like that. I mean, it is you gotta deal with everybody's throw, no matter how unique it is. I know that I was streaming an event, and there was definitely a gentleman that was kind of getting over some things from the past and still kind of struggling with it. Was taking a significant amount of time before he threw his first dart, and I mean, a couple minutes.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody, no matter how much that can throw you off, you got to deal with it. So.
Yeah, I think Scuba Steve, his ears were burning as he has arrived to the chat.
Oh, man. How about that? What's going on, Steve? Thanks for joining us here.
Stay tuned after the match, Scuba, because when it goes to like our view of me, you can see what I got hanging up in the background there for you.
There you go. I think we did it earlier, or Monday night too, when somebody said Mike Maloney, all of a sudden, boom, he was there.
Yep. That's crazy how often that happens.
Scary.
Mike Redmond, who knows Chris pretty well, says that slow, deliberate style isn't anything new. That's how Chris plays. And we're not saying that he's doing anything on purpose. We're not saying that at all. It's just, I think it is one of those styles of play that is just throwing off Larry a little bit.
Yeah, and like I said, we saw him on the last time when he was on the stream. He kind of was doing the same thing, kind of taking his time. And then again, could be meshing things together, as we've seen a plethora of bullshooters participants or bullshooters throwers on the stream, Mike Redmond being one of them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I love how two people have already pointed out, at least it could be worse. At least it's not John Pilgrim.
That's funny. Some guys giving John some stuff, and most of it Wisconsin guys, which is funny, giving him some stuff.
When you have friends like those Wisconsin boys, it's You don't need enemies.
Well, Andy Koala came in, another participant in the CSC Challenger Series, came into the booth at NDA and said, "Hey, you should run an ad while he stands at the line." I said, "I don't know, man." I did it. Whatever. I threw a little 15-second in there, and sure enough, perfect timing.
Yep.
Got it right off before he stepped to the line and threw his first dart.
But again, you do what you got to do to stay in your own head. And for John that day, and probably only that day, he was doing that.
Well,
I wouldn't do it again if I were him because he's got so much flack for it.
this is the thing. Chris has been intently focused. You said at the beginning of this stream, Larry Keith was going to be the guy that kind of maintains his form. Chris is going to be the up and down. I think it's been alternate. I think really Chris has been the one that's maintained his form throughout this match, staying really, really tight at that 4-5 or higher. I mean, yes, he's crawling a little bit below here, but throughout the duration of this match, been really crawling around there.
Yeah, this has been the scrappiest leg so far. And I say scrappy, they're both in the 3s, right? But they're still doing what they need to do. Chris are going to look down in the last start. Over the 15s, though. That's an interesting move.
Steve Dyker saying, played against Rick Kinsey and lost 2 games throwing a 6-5 warming up with him on Monday. That shows how quality Rick was Monday night.
All I can say to that, Steve, is you should have shot a 7.
Come on, Scuba.
Yeah, you want to talk about a fantastic battle we're going to have coming up on Monday. Rick Kinsey, Kenny Doyle. Oh, boy. It's not going to get a whole lot better than that.
Well, I was talking to Rick kind of just through text or whatever, and he was like, I think I might have a chance against Kenny if I just play my game.
Did you see that from Larry?
I did not.
Oh, boy. That was a different move. Let's put it this way. He's getting very, very frustrated. Like, really, really showing frustration.
I think he's quite satisfied with the effort he's put in tonight. I mean, yeah, you're putting in that effort, but just not scoring as well as he would hope. He's averaged a 4.30 throughout the duration of this CSC Challenger Series. But yeah, you're seeing it there. That last Dart Walker kind of already on to the next leg.
That was nothing compared to the previous throw, if I'm being honest. But Chris getting the job done. Well, that was a single bowl that registered a double. We're going to have to pay attention to that later on, but not going to matter for this. Listen, we've seen crazier things happen than a 7-3 comeback. So.
Oh yeah, I mean this match is not over by any means. Larry's just got to find, a little spark here.
Just got to relax a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Get himself out of that frustration mentality and get after it here, and he'll be just fine. But yeah, going back to the Rick Kenny. Rick said, I think I can get Kenny if I just play the same game and kind of have the focus mentality I did last or Monday night. And I said, yeah, I mean, that could be a back and forth battle between you guys, that's for sure. And I think Kenny knows that as well. But Rick was the first one to admit it. Gates is a different story. Gates just, if you get a couple behind, man, it's so hard to come back on Gates.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it with even the great Kenny Doyle, just couldn't do it. But then again, when Gates is a whole nother level is above a 6.0 and a 6.18, and then in winning legs a 6.81, you can't do anything about that.
But hey, 9 times out of 10, he may get you. It just takes that one time. And that could potentially be what we see happen.
Whoever it is, they're gonna have to play the movie Miracle and play that pep talk before they start playing.
And reminder, they're gonna have to do it twice, so they're gonna have to win and then they'll come back again and do it. So
Yeah,
easier said than done.
Yeah, replace 9 out of 10 with 8 out of 10. Then you're good to go.
There we go. There we go. Well, here we go, Chris. Back to the board here. Got the 19s closed. 95 points here. Gonna attack those as they take a look up. He does.
Yeah, and at this point, he might as well take those looks at it. He's got Larry really on the ropes here, only throwing a 2.67 in this leg so far. And I mean, you can tell he's missing, but it's not by much. And the frustration, I mean, he's throwing my average right now. And I know that frustration. And I do it every time. I can only imagine how frustrating that should be, or that could be. I mean, he's throwing half of his average, pretty much, for the CSC Challenger Series right now in this leg.
Folks, don't forget to check out the brand new Target Darts products. For the latest launch, they continually impress with new barrels, their 8-flight system, and Tacoma dart cases. You can browse specifically the new Target launch products by clicking the April product drop banner found at A2ZDarts.com. Remember to do that after tonight's show. Go check out those new line of products. They got some Phil Taylor's. I mean, they looking nice. Take a peek.
Yeah, it's always good stuff. I throw those RVB Gen 4s from Target. Well, that's my go-to dart of choice.
Target Carreras for myself, by the way.
So we got another Target.
There we go.
Will throws the Will Stewart's.
Yeah, I got some customs that I throw. Been tinkering around with the flight setups myself, so maybe I'll have to give that 8-flight system a new whirl with their new titanium shafts or their new aluminum shafts. Can't remember what the content is there, but
Titanium.
it is titanium. Okay.
And they're only like $26.
Yeah, 25 on A to Z is what I thought I saw. 25, yep. Yeah. So pretty nice. And once you get over $45, free shipping on that order. So a little added benefit of A2ZDarts.com.
Yeah, it's always a win. It's always a win for free shipping. I'll pay an extra $10 just to get that free shipping that would have cost me $5.99. You know how that goes. There's one reason only. Amazon Prime is the way to go. 2-day free shipping.
I did want to say something. We've been referencing some baseball and stuff like that. If you haven't seen this funny on my post from yesterday, you need to go check this out because there was a hilarious moment in minor league baseball yesterday from an umpire. Yeah, go check that out when you get a chance.
I actually coached high school girls softball for 8 years at my local high school when I taught there, and even after I stopped teaching there, I still coached there for a couple years. But it's always great when the umpires do the strike 3 move when it's strike 2, and then immediately like catch their own mistake and they're like, just strike 2, sorry about that, and I laugh hysterically at them, and then they laugh hysterically at themselves. It's always great when that happens. And this first base umpire did something worse, way worse, in the minor leagues yesterday. It was hilarious.
It's pretty brutal. I'll say that.
It was a confident mistake, let's put it that way. Chris, 3 darts away from being 1 leg away from this match, and man, who would have imagined this at 4-3? Oh no. You see that? That's an interesting situation developing there. But you're seeing it, Chris, up by 202 again in this leg. And yep. 1 leg away, it's looking closer to. But again, we've seen crazier things. Well, we haven't seen crazier than 8-3 down comebacks, but race to 9, anything goes. It's not over until the last dart is thrown. Yeah, there's another frustration dart from Larry. And I think the frustration is setting in outside of this dart match too. So one bullseye, Chris.
Yeah, just need the one there. Finds it. Makes this an 8-3 match here. Our third place CSC Challenger Series Division 2 match.
Yep. Yeah, this has been a shocking turn of events, man. 4-3, now 8-3. And when we were at 4-3, I couldn't have imagined this not going the distance. Chris put on some pressure early on in the legs after the break, and Larry's kind of fallen down a little bit the last couple legs.
Well, Chris even thought, but prior to this match, when we did the interview, he was even thinking he was going all the way with 9-7. So I think this is a shock to everybody involved.
Yeah, I think someone who's just as shocked as Larry. So when we see the frustration out of him, it's completely warranted. Honestly, if you're averaging a 4.3 the entire CSC Challenger Series, and then are throwing 2s in the last couple of legs, that'll hurt anyone's happy-go-lucky attitude. And yeah, Tim says it best. Shows that even the great players have bad days. Unfortunate, but you never know. He could always rattle off a bunch, and you're absolutely right, and you're seeing it early on in this one. Up 120-0. But this is about the time where Chris does that thing where he throws in a 9 mark just for fun. Ooh.
Yeah, just outside with that second dart there.
We were all on the edge of our seats seeing this, like, is Sean going to be right again after that first one? It's going to be annoying. He's never going to shut up about that if he is. You guys got lucky. And also, I never shut up if I'm wrong, too. So
still rolling with 200 plus on all our platforms. Definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. If you have not, give us that like and follow. Share this out to your friends.
And guys, if you have not been with us this whole time, just now tuning in, just a reminder, if you leave a comment on our Facebook chat on this live stream, you will be entered in for a chance to win our giveaway brought to you by A to Z Darts. A to Z Darts is giving away a free virtual darts lesson with pro player Dax Munna out of New York. What an awesome freaking giveaway. Dax is known not only for his skill, but for his regular in-depth blog contributions to the A2ZDarts.com blog, covering mostly form and mechanics to help you improve your game. The lucky winner will receive one-on-one virtual darts coaching with Dax Munna, sponsored by A to Z Darts. This is a $50 value. And the value that you're going to receive on that dartboard is way larger.
Let's see if Larry can. No, cannot.
They're both getting a little scrappy here towards the end. I think there's a little bit of a fatigue setting in for both these guys. Just not how many legs they played, but how long they've been playing for is definitely something to be said, as it is already past 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jacob Worthy, one of those guys I was talking about earlier about, just always been with us the entire time, CSC Challenger Series, since pretty much week 1 of season 1 for you and I, bud. It's awesome to see that.
Yeah, it's great to see those consistent viewers, the ones that kind of pop in, every single time and just at least drop at least one comment and say hello. We definitely appreciate that.
Yep, and I'll say this. If I remember correctly, last time Larry was on the CSC Challenger Series, he mentioned at some point with us that the location that he plays out of tends to close around this time. He is, I believe, Eastern Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken. So if that's the case also, on top of all this, that could be another extra kink in the in the system here for frustration. No dart player likes to be rushed, especially when they throw fast already.
I can agree to that one. The fast player myself.
Same. I'm standing at the line as a player is grabbing their darts out of the dartboard. I don't know if that's kosher or not, but I do it anyway. Peter Linares says, I'm watching this darts match over the NBA Finals. Well, it's only the playoffs, but still awesome. Playoffs? Talking about playoffs?
Not the game. Talk about playoffs. Two different references.
Went a whole different reference there. I liked it.
Yeah, two different references. There you go, sports fans. Figure that one out.
Yeah, riddle me that. Josh says, love watching the CSC series from Wisconsin. Well, we love having you. Hannah Miller, Greenfield's princess here in Indiana, says, gives a little wave to us.
Yeah, another recent person that attended or was on the Siege.
Yep. Yeah, and did quite well, which is, what we kind of imagined her to do. As we see Larry take out that one, we got ourselves, don't call it a comeback, but it's 8-4, and he gets to go first again. Player advantage rule that we haven't really talked about as much, but the player advantage rule is in effect.
Rattle off a couple here if he wants.
Look at that, Randy Robinson getting the Iverson and Jim Mora correct there.
That's great.
Jake says, we are already watching the playoffs. Yeah, I would call this the playoffs of the CSC Challenger Series at this point in time. I agree with that. Chris trying to take this one out right here, right now. Can he do it, though? What do you think? What's the final score here, Will?
Oh, why you got to put me in that position here?
It's fun.
I think Larry has the potential to rattle off a couple here. I see him falling short. I'm going to go 9-6.
Okay. So, hey, I'll take 3 more legs of this. I'd rather have 5 more legs of this, but we'll see. We'll see. Larry's trying to extend this thing out. But all it's going to take here, I think, is one Chris Watson leg of darts where he throws well above a 5. But we'll see.
A second here before he steps to the third line.
I think someone was giving him some information there at some point, or just having a conversation with somebody real quick. There's the point lead. Oh, he tried to take care of the 20s. He's playing with a little bit of a loose, relaxed, no pressure type of strategy. That works sometimes, but other times, like in poker, when you're in a tournament and you have a giant chip stack and you just keep calling everything, it just goes away real quick. That can happen in darts if you get a little bit too lackadaisical. But Chris doesn't know anything about lackadaisical. What are you talking about, Sean?
Yeah, he's putting everything he has into these darts, trying to end this game here. Doesn't want to see it go any further because he knows anything can happen.
Oh, absolutely. I do want to point out Kevin Laffoon said a little bit earlier, just left Larry at shooters, 25 minutes there. There's only 3 people left there right now. So there's 3 people in that whole location. That's got to be an eerie one.
Yeah, there's got to be an eerie one. Where complete opposite there for Chris Watson. Granted, I think they're a couple hours behind us, right?
They are. Arizona is on that West Coast time, I believe. So it is 8:10 local for them, if I'm not mistaken.
Definitely different there.
I wouldn't be surprised if Chris took away the 20s here after clearing the 15s, if he does so. No, he'll stay there now, all three. Uh-oh.
See what Larry does here. All 20s. He took a stab.
Yeah, and I don't like that move. Even if he hits the trip 15 there, it really doesn't do a whole lot. It just makes Chris throw the same dart that he was going to throw anyway. Chris isn't going to sit there and point the 15s. He just wants to close them. Which he still would have been able to do if Larry hits that trip 15 on dart 2. Well, there they go. The good old trip for single. You got to love it. And he takes out the 20s as well. Larry cannot take complete control. So now that I'm thinking about it, I guess it was probably okay to take a stab at the 15s. But instead, he's just gonna go ahead and open up that bet on the bulls. It would have been a great move if he would have hit that last dart into one of those trips that are remaining. Give himself those winning dart opportunity. I'm really surprised by this move from Chris. Playing uber aggressive right now.
Yeah, he's going after it, and he's
can't lose the leg right now doing that.
Well, he's still in the better stuff here, 4.0 to 2.88. But Larry's just got that point lead, and he's trying to hold on to it here. 124 lead now. Sorry, 134 lead.
That was good because I was going to say 124 too, and I'm really happy that you messed up the math first.
Every once in a while it happens.
Because I definitely would have done the same thing.
It's funny. It's normally for everybody that 10 points higher or lower is normally our mistake.
Yep. Well, normally the mistake is me opening up my mouth to try and speak. That's normally my mistake.
Touche.
Like, nah, John, that's not true at all. But Chris, only 134 points away from winning this thing. Ended with a 9 mark.
Thing is, if he doesn't do it here, it could be Larry that steps up. Yeah, Larry could step up here and knock it out if he does not. Making it interesting.
Got it within a trip. Here we go, Larry. Little white horse for the match. Well, for the leg. Can't do it now. Man, he's walking that last dart.
Yeah, I think he feels like it's over.
Well, it very well could be with a triple here from Chris Watson. What a heck of a hats off performance from him tonight. There it is. Chris Watson, take a bow, sir. Larry Keith unfortunately gets 3rd place. And not unfortunately, still walks away with $1,000. He's a thousandaire.
Well, there we go. We're taking a quick peek here at all the viewers checking out Chris Watson's side of things here at Bull Shooters.
Yeah, I gotta love it. As you can see in the background there, he's listening to us, I think. But shout out, Chris. Very well done. I hope he wasn't listening to us the whole time and giving Chris everything that we were saying.
Oh, he definitely was. If he is, give us a little wave.
Yeah, hit that little wave. Yeah, there you go.
Why not? There we go.
I love it.
Good stuff for Chris Watson. Unfortunately for Larry Keith, he finds himself out of this tournament. But like you said, a nice chunk of change for him. A nice hefty $1,000 in his pocket. Anytime he can come away with that kind of money for playing darts, 6 rounds to be exact, is good. Can't complain at all.
Listen, let's call this how it should be. Chris Watson, talk about the performance of a lifetime here in the CSC Challenger Series. Loses week 2, gonna have his shot at redemption next week against Daryl Cortez because he ran through the entire loser bracket, won that whole thing. Now he's got to win 2 in a row against Daryl Cortez. That's no problem, right?
No problem at all, I guess. We'll see
That's
how
a
it
big
goes.
problem. We'll see if it
Yeah.
works.
We'll see if it works or not. We will have that match coming at you, I believe, next week. And then if we do have a double dip situation, we'll come back with the following week. So we won't see that kind of happen all in one night if that does happen. So just kind of give you a preemptive what could be the case for next week and the following week after that. But for us, next up.
Yeah.
Got our Division 1 match, Kenny Doyle versus Rick Hinsey.
You want to talk about 2 guys that are going to consistently, throughout the course of the entire match, average well above a 5.0. It's going to be these 2 guys next week. You're going to want to watch that thing. I'm telling you, you're not going to see 2 higher averages that are that close together in the CSC Challenger Series. Defending champion Kenny Doyle, Rick Hinsey, newcomer to the CSC Challenger Series, but very, very, very tough opponent. Going to give him all he got.
Cuba Steve, I don't know if you can see it, but your little gift is back there behind Sean, that little yellow merchandise there. So, yeah, that's good on Scuba Steve, who gifted us a little, gifted Sean a little gift. I think I got one waiting for me at Whammo, I heard. So I'm excited for that one.
Look at how this shirt's rated, right? You got Boom Goes Dynamite, and then right next to it, the Damn You Scuba Steve shirt. And underneath at the bottom's my grand board that I'm getting a lot of use of out of, as you can see. I
Clearly.
should be practicing more,
You
apparently.
should get a gram cam.
I should. I saw you were on a little grand board last week there, Will, or last weekend, this past week.
Been hopping on a little bit more on the gram board, so unfortunately I don't have a G3 or even really an arachnid system online, or even Phoenix or Radical.
And
I mean,
you're not talking like in your house, you're talking like around you, really.
yeah, even around me, yeah. So the closest thing I got is some darts live boards that aren't online either. So yeah, every once in a while with the occasional blind draw, but yeah, I've been getting some action in on the gram board. Yeah, look forward to
we're
seeing some people in the lobby.
We're gonna have to do a little streaming action of the 2 of us playing some grand action, I think.
Hey, we tried to have a little match at NDA, but somebody wasn't having it.
Yeah, you didn't want to do the dance off. That's your fault.
Nope. The other way. There we go.
Other way. Yeah.
You.
You. This guy. This guy right here. The mustache. Buddy, it's late, obviously.
Yeah, it's late. Obviously, we're jibber jabbering here. Well, we definitely appreciate you tuning in, folks. It's been an exciting one. Chris Watson versus Larry Keith. Chris Watson will advance to play Daryl Cortez in the finals of Division 2. So looking forward to that one. We'll see you Monday night for Division 1, Rick Hinsey versus Kenny Doyle. From William Stewart, Sean Green, and Nick Teixeira. Take care, folks. We'll see you later.
Have a great night, guys.